How do y'all Lex Lives? I think it's time we play a little 7 Days Die. I am still hunting for acid. It's never gonna end, I don't think. Cannot, cannot find acid. Oh, this is the show home. Okay, somebody locked up the door on the show home. Does the show home have acid underneath the sink? No. So, uh, yeah, it was a pretty busy weekend. We had New Year's. We didn't go anywhere this year. The people who we normally, oh, people we normally hang out with on New Year's, had birthday party, um, a special birthday party for their one kid turned 18, and so he had a party with his friends. So we did not get invited because while we are friends, we're not, his close teen friends. And so we just did the same thing we do here, which somehow ate up my entire weekend. Uh, I'm the kids have been home now on vacation for over 2 weeks, and so I'm about ready for them to go back. Okay, apparently recipes on making lights. Lanterns, it says. I didn't know there was such a thing. Actually, I think I should be able to scrap that. Let's see what's going on here. So I wanted to finish watching Cobra Kai, but that did not. I guess Cobra Kai came out. I'm a little behind because I've been catching up on stuff, and so like I watched uh, Lost in Space had their final season, so I watched the Lost in Space through, and then um, something else was in there, and I watched that through, and then The Witcher had their season, and so I rewatched all of The Witcher so that I could. I guess Witcher had a new season, so I rewatched the first season and then watched that, and so I think Cobra Kai came out. It would have been Friday. Yeah, it came out Friday, so I'm right in line with that. But I rewatched the previous season because I couldn't remember what happened. I remember season 1 and 2 pretty good. I did not remember season 3. And so I rewatched season 3, and oh right. I was trying to figure out what happened that I ran out of so much time this last weekend. My niece came over to babysit the kids on Thursday, and so she stayed here, uh, and we watched season 4 of The Magicians. And we didn't get done till like 3 in the morning, because we didn't start until after the we finished season 4 of The Magicians, and so we didn't start till after the kids had gone to bed. Ah, and so that was my Thursday, and then Friday. Um, Friday, I don't remember what I was watching on Friday. And then when my sister got home, she came in and parked herself in my area here, and basically, unless we were doing stuff with her husband and kids, she stayed parked here in my area the whole weekend because she had vacation days, and apparently that translated into my area. So yeah, didn't get a chance to finish Cobra Kai like I intended to this weekend. Uh, didn't. Uh, nope, I need the iron. Uh, didn't. I guess that was it. Just didn't get to finish Cobra Kai like I wanted to. Um, in fact, I think I've got like most of the new season to go. Still, I'm only a couple episodes in, I think. You know, it might be time to grab some of these nails and make some more boxes here. Okay, so I've got 2 boxes right now. How many boxes do I normally go with? I need weapons. I need general. I need tools. I need food. I need medicine. And then I need a box for mods and a box for parts, I think is how I normally do it. So I need like 5 more boxes, which is good because I'm pretty sure I got 50 nails. Yep. Oh, no, I'm sorry. They're called crates. Nope. They're called storage. Wooden storage. That's what they're called. Yeah, I still need one more thing of acid. I am just having no luck finding that acid, unfortunately. Uh, yeah, I gotta get the Starfinder thing going here pretty quick too. Tomorrow or tonight. Um, I'm trying to switch over to a new platform for us to play on. You'd think that if you were interested in playing, that if I leave you a message saying, "Hey, I need your guys' character sheets so I can try and put them in this new system," that maybe you would think about giving me your character sheet, but only one of them has given me their character sheet. We got a little problem here. This has got to go. So, yeah, so that's not done yet either. Ugh, I forgot about that. Honestly, I should have done that yesterday. Uh, yeah, and then I guess the one thing I wanted to talk about um, was I got a while ago. I bought a robot vacuum. We didn't have one. We, swept and vacuumed the kitchen, living room, dining room, hallways area, like on the weekends. And so, um, I wanted to see if a robot vacuum would do better because by the time you get to the weekend, the shedding people and animals have left, well, just the people in general have left a pretty messy floor. And a lot of them walk around in shoes, and I'm a barefoot kind of guy. So after a couple of days, I can feel all the little junk that's on the floor, and of course the animal people hair everywhere. And so I wanted to try out this vacuum, see if I could vacuum every couple of days and keep the floor a little less messy. And so I bought this vacuum. It was great. Uh, I had seen like the kind that bump into things to vacuum, and the one I bought had radar, lidar, I believe it was called, and so the lidar allowed it to um, allowed it to map the actual house, which is crazy. And um, and so it very easily, I felt, figured out what the place looked like. And because of that, it also included a um, this app that allowed it to um, that allowed it to allowed you, not it, allowed you to. Oh, that doesn't go in here. Allowed you to go ahead and tell it where not to vacuum. But you could only work on that after it had mapped. And so, uh, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of feel like that box should be there. This is gonna be my weapon box, I guess. Can I get 10 more nails? Nail. Oh yeah, can I make an anvil yet? No, because I don't have the anvil schematic. And so, so it's great, but the animals we have are awful people. And so one of them thinks that he needs to knock everything possible off on the floor. Not while you're there to pick it up, but when you're not in the room, he likes to make the biggest, awfulest mess possible. And yeah, it's super irritating. And so he, I probably put my money up here, I guess. He, I'm not saying it was him, I guess. One of the cats, there are two, uh, threw some stuff down on the floor after I had told the vacuum to run. And so, because it's a robot vacuum, it, operates on its own. And so I wasn't particularly worried about it doing its thing. Um, but I guess I should have been because it proceeded to try to eat some stuff that the cats had thrown on the floor. I don't remember exactly what it was. I had a belt attached to it, and so the belt got all wrapped up in there, and stuff, and so it had bent the brush on the vacuum. It actually broken the brush on the vacuum, uh, and so um, I had to super glue the brush back together because I could not get replacement parts for this particular thing. And okay, this is my parts box here. And so I shopped around and I got a different set of brushes for it, basically, that came from a different company, and so they didn't exactly fit. Uh, but they were really close, really close. And so I had, oh, you know what? This is fine. I can use this one that's got stuff in it at the moment. For my medicine, I'll put my medicine stuff in here, and then I can have my split foods again, like I had before. Um, and so then this one will be completed foods. And then this will be not completed. Oh, jar honey is not food. My not completed foods. So, I think that ruined the vacuum. Was putting the bigger brush. Now, when I say bigger brush, what I mean is it was the same length as the old brush, but instead of, or no, the bristles were longer, and there's like this rubber bit that goes in the bristles, part of the brush itself, and that was longer. And so I think between those two being longer than what was supposed to be in there, I managed to ruin the vacuum because it stopped vacuuming at one point. Um, it just no longer had suction of any kind, and so I wanted to get a new one because it was such an awesome addition to keeping the house clean. And did I really not get any mods? I guess I only got one mod and I put it on my thing, right? Okay. This paintbrush stuff. Do I need paint to make this work still? So look, if I do this one. Okay, yeah, I do need to make paint. Paint. Paint is made from murky water and chrysanthemums. Okay. Murky water. I don't have any chrysanthemums? Huh. Alright, let's go find some chrysanthemums then so I can paint these so I know what I'm looking at. Since I can't find acid. So, so yeah, so I got a new one, and it does not map well, unfortunately. It's got some other features I really like the, uh, it's got a canister that it empties into, so you only have to empty the vacuum like once a month instead of after every vacuum, because I vacuum like multiple times a week. And, okay, this is just annoying. Here, go here. And so, but it can't map for crap as far as I can tell. The old one had radar, and I'm probably going to replace the vacuum we got already. I've had it 6 weeks. I'm ready to exchange it for a different one. I mean, I'll probably keep this one because we can use it in other places. I just don't think it does a great job on the size of the area I want it to vacuum. It gets lost. I mean, it finds its way back to its charger on its own most of the time, but um, so like we did some flooring at one point, and so all of that was out in the garage, and they decided to clean out the area to park the boat in there. Uh, because the I don't get it. The boat sat outside, not used all spring, summer, without a tarp on it, because he was going to redo the inside of the boat, and he never did any of it. And as I don't know why he couldn't just have gotten a tarp and tarped over the boat and just left it in the driveway where it was at before, out of the way. But no, it's got to go in the garage. And so the problem is that uh, he wants to put it close to the door in the garage, and it just basically locks off half the garage from being able to be used easily. So I got him to put it on the other side. Well, the other side had all the stuff from where we were doing some remodeling, which included the flooring. And we had done some other flooring before, and so I'd moved all of that excess flooring out into the garage in a place where it wouldn't be in the way. And so he starts bringing in this flooring, and I'm like, dude, no, just put it with the other flooring. And he says, well, I want it out of the garage. I'm like, why? It's flooring. Put it with the other flooring that's already in the garage. And he's like, there's no flooring in the garage. This is it. I'm like, no, that's the new flooring that was over in one of the carports. There's flooring right here because there's a spot in the garage where you can hook up a dryer or a freezer or something. But our washer and dryer in the house in the laundry room, and so is the freezer. And so I should look to see if I can make iron knuckles yet. And so no, he brought it in the house, and he didn't put it tight against the wall, and so it's on a slight angle. Well, the new vacuum is too dumb to go around that, and so what it does is it goes straight, and then it hits that, and then it thinks that should be straight, whereas the old vacuum used radar, and it would just know that that wasn't straight. The new vacuum is like, let me rub against it until I'm no longer on the same angle I was when I started touching it. And now I believe that I am on the same angle I was on when I started touching it, and so now your whole map is crooked. not the whole map, just the new parts of the map that it tries to make. And so it's a little annoying how terrible it is at mapping, which is why I want to get a new one with the LiDAR, because the LiDAR is far superior to what this thing is trying to do. And can I even make paint? I think it said, yeah, I don't have the, maybe some paint. And so, uh, so today I am running the vacuum, and it's a, so like, basically, basically, this box here is the stairway, all right? And so there's like a door here that goes down the stairs, and then on this side is just the stairs going up, right? Stairs going up. Well, technically, I think the stairs going up and the stairs going down are in the same spot. So it's not as big a square as I'm pretending. This is the kitchen. This would be the dining room. This would be the living room. And then this right here, this little edge here, would be basically the front entry. Uh, and then this edge here is the hallway. And so this hallway here, kitchen, stairway, this hallway here actually goes way up here to the outside door, and then there's some other closed off rooms that we don't run the vacuum. I mean, we run a vacuum and just not the robot vacuum. And so one day, only once, and I'm like, oh man, it's finally doing it. Nice straight lines for the dining room, and then it hits the opening. Nice straight lines all the way to the end of the hall. It didn't even get screwed up by the flooring that's piled at the edge of the hall. Nice straight lines in the kitchen. It comes down to the living room. Nice straight lines in the living room. And then it goes back up and it goes down this hallway. And it's like, all right, so this is the edge. This is the edge of the building. And the map has this as the edge of the building. But it thinks this hallway, for some reason, is shorter than it actually is. And so instead of going out and meeting the mapped edge, it reached the edge sooner than it had reached the edge of the living room in its head, even though it's a straight wall. And so then it just cuts off. I'm like, great. So now they don't match up. And so I can never get it to match up because it's always doing things like that. Anyways, so today I'm cleaning and doing the vacuuming, setting the vacuum up to run. And they put food. Really? What? I can't paint the... I can't paint my boxes? I want to paint that. I want to paint my boxes. Oh, can I just write on them? I didn't know I could just write on them. Let's see. Tools. Oh, well that's cool. I still think I would have preferred to put my stuff on them though. I don't like that change. That's awful. Building. Cooked food. Raw food. weapons. Medicine. Mods. And parts. I bet, I don't know how long they've been able to do this. I normally just paint them. Can we just go back to wood? Oh, you know, I think I can. Oh. There we go. That's funny. I can't believe I can't paint this. This is unfortunate. I really liked being able to paint my drawers. So they decided to start feeding the cats in the hallway upstairs. The cats don't go anywhere near this food ever. I've never seen them at the food. And actually, I don't think that's true. I think I did see them with the food, but nobody is in the kitchen, dining room, living room, hallway area today when I start the vacuum. And so I'm like, okay, I don't want the vacuum to push the bowl of cat food around. So I lift up the bowl of cat food and I put it on top of the box that holds the cat food. There are no cats in the living room area, the vacuum area at all. And so I think I'm golden. And then I come downstairs. And you know what? That one cat who likes to knock everything over, he runs in there and pushes that food off on the floor and then goes over and sits in the window. And so I'm sitting here and I just hear the awfulest racket. I'm like, oh no, the vacuum's got into something. And so I stop the vacuum. I go upstairs and I see it has vacuumed a trail through cat food because the stupid cat has knocked cat food off because he likes to make a mess, and it's super frustrating. So I had to stop and clean all that up today. The robot vacuum is supposed to make it easier. The cats make it harder. I wouldn't even need the robot vacuum if it wasn't for the cats and the dog, because there wouldn't be all the animal hair everywhere that I need to vacuum up constantly. That's why I don't have pets. Unfortunately, I live with people who do have pets. Alright, well, with that, I am going to call it a day. So, be better than small things, lead in the light. I'll talk to you later.